fundamental nutrition, right? I feel like I got ran over by a bus. Don't feel good. I'm burnt out, child. I got all out on y'all. Okay, let's go. Nutrition, diet. This is fundamental nutrition. Some students will say fundamental med-surg. Ain't no fundamental med-surg. That's Sonia. It's fundamental nutrition. Right? Diet. Which diet we give these people? Which diet? Page 115. So a student asked me, how do you remember the pages? Because I read a lot. I read. If you're mad at me, don't give me a book. You did me a favor. I love to read. Okay, 116. Welcome to nutrition. What food you give certain patients for certain disease? What food you give for certain disease? Okay? If the patient got diabetes, what food you give? If the patient got heart failure, what food you give? After surgery, what food you give? You see? So we learned that in fundamental nutrition. What vitamin? Nutrition. So don't go med-surg. No. Ready? Number 116, right? First, we're going to talk about carbs, right? Carbs, box 12.1 is a source of energy. Carbs is always the white stuff. White rice, white bread, white this, white that. Yes, we need some carbs, right? We don't need a whole lot of carbs because carbs turn into what? Sugar, which turns into fat. Carbs is used for energy. Now, B. Then we go into fats. B. Fat. NCLEX asks you, there are two types of fat. Unsaturated and saturated. Unsaturated is the good fat. Saturated is the bad fat. So let's go down the list to tell you what are the good fats. Ready? Yes. So saturated, I want you to put bad. You see the green box? I want you to put bad. Beef is bad. Anytime meat, animal product, not that it's bad for you, it's fat. Soon as somebody removes meat from their diet, they lose a lot of weight. You know that? A lot of weight. Right? So who can do without me? Who don't eat meat? You don't know me? You can't hang with me. My best friend, she went to North Carolina, she came back. I don't eat meat. Because a man, I say, girl, go back. You can't hang with me. What we can do? We can't do nothing. I eat meat. Oh, I don't eat meat. Why you won't eat meat? No, I'm just kidding. I need to not eat meat. Lunch and meat. Yes, when you go to Publix, the deli, fat, lunch meat, lunch and meat, highly saturated. Butter, coconut oil, palm oil, okay? What's that white stuff that Haitian, Monte, bad. How do you call it in English? Lard. Lard will kill you. How you say lard in Spanish? Mantega. Mantega will kill you. All right. Make sure you know that. Now, what's the good oil that Haitian people say look like water. My mom. Mono unsaturated are the best. Because it goes like this. Mono on, poly on. Mono on is the best, and poly on is good too, but mono unsaturated is the best. Your mono unsaturated are duck, goose oil, egg oil, olive oil, water. You fry with it, it don't even, just nice. You could sleep. You know how you eat a heavy meal and you can't go sleep? You feel it. When you cook with olive oil, it's so soft. Not Haitian people. They say it's not. It look like water. Very expensive. Very expensive. Some. It's not all that expensive, but it's good. This is what you need. Olive oil. It look like water. Right? Now, go down. Polyunsaturated. Not so bad, but not the best. Polyunsaturated, guys, is like mazola. You know what the Haitian use? It ain't. They put a nice corn on it. Okay, look. It's not so bad, but it ain't all that good. But it's not saturated. So safflower, good safflower is good corn or sunflower. Now here's cholesterol, which is very bad. Ready? Animal products, right? Egg yolks, liver. Okay? Make sure you know that. Egg yolk, fat, big time. AIDS patient, sometime Fort Lauderdale have an AIDS clinic on Cisro. And if you go in there and do volunteer, every morning they'll break an egg and give it to them. They'll make it very nice and give it to them to drink. Because you know, late stage AIDS, you lose a lot of weight. And they give it to them. Boost everywhere, in short, right, to help them. Now, any question? Then we go to protein. Protein used for healing. Protein used for healing. Up, I'm up. So you see where it says protein? C. Protein used for healing. Right? And protein also help with energy. So healing, energy. Now let me explain something to you about protein. Protein, liver breaks protein. So for example, I eat a big steak. The liver breaks it down. If your liver is no good and you eat a whole lot of protein, nothing can break the protein down. So the protein build up, turn into ammonia, and take you in the head. That's why when a patient have liver cirrhosis, in stage, the patient look like they schizophrenic. Because what happened is, the job of the liver is to break protein. Any question? That's why they say anytime a patient have liver problem, you cannot eat food high in protein. Kibun got funny. Who's gonna break it? There's the liver no good. You got it? Any question? Okay? Vitamins. This is one of your skills. On your skill sheet, we have the different vitamins. Guys, this is a skill. Do not go open Pearson door and don't know the vitamins. Ready? We're gonna do D first, and then we're gonna go to the box. Right? D. Go to 2, D2. Fat soluble are your A, D, E, and K. The B vitamin and C are what we call water. Can you please turn that off for me? Okay. Vitamin K is used for clotting. Vitamin C is used for healing. Now, when you lack a vitamin D, D, You have a disease, you at risk for a disease called rickets. So let me put them on the vitamin D. When you lack, you have rickets. Vitamin C, when you lack, you have something called scurvy. Scurvy, pardon figure, c'est petit bon qui est, on est malin. You know, you know, the meat break, scurvy. So make sure you know that. Vitamin C. If you lack of vitamin C, you have scurvy. If you lack of vitamin D, you have rickets, bow leg. Also, rickets affect teeth too. Okay? All right, remember that. And if you lack of protein, you have something called kwashiorkor, not Kawasaki. Yes, baby.
What about the food?
Oh, that's bone. Yes, vitamin D, osteomyelitis. Osteo has to do with bone. Anytime you see something with vitamin D, you know it's bone. Like when we talk about osteoporosis, depuis longtemps de osteo, zo, vitamin D, zo. Not, yes, kinda, sorta. Rickets not only for kids. You see more rickets in kids of mommy. Shh, hello, no. If you cannot see there, we gotta come sit here. But that talking, oh, my patience is not good today. And I'm gonna click like a clock. So you either gonna move, don't go ask your neighbors. Move so you can see. All right? Okay, there's a seat here. There's a seat everywhere over here, darling, where you can see. All right. Now, she said rickets always for kids. Always. Let me rephrase that. It's not always with kids. The reason you see it mostly in kids, it's because their mommy breastfeeds. So that's why you see rickets mostly in children. But it does happen in adult, in third world country, especially Jamaica. If you read on it, Jamaica is known for rickets. Not only in kids, the population. Now, osteo, the one she said has to do with adult, it's not even adult. It's certain age group and certain like Asian people, Caucasian people. Because it's hard. The one that are thin frame, African American, Big Mama, will have what we call osteoarthritis. A lot of the older white women will have what we call osteoporosis because it has to do with our frame. All right? Any question? We cool? Okay.
Sorry, you were saying about the lack
Okay.
of protein.
Kwashiorkor. I can look, if I don't spell it right, I'll find the spelling for you. It's lack of protein. You find that in kids like Africa, malnutrition with the big stomach. All right? Kwashiorkor. Yes, kwashiorkor. See, moun ki gen gros ventre. Big stomach has to do with malnutrition, lack of protein. In America, we don't have this because we give WIC. No, it's true. Back in the days, now the economy is bad, they don't give WIC like that. But back in the days, you could make 100,000, 200,000, you still get WIC. It's now, things are rough. Right? Any question? Now, vitamin C is wound healing, right? Collagen. Vitamin A is for eyes and skin. Vitamin A is for eyes and skin. Vitamin folic acid is to prevent neurotubule defect. Créole, typiquement la fait avec doigt. That is called meningeal spina bifida. We will do that in peds neuro. Folic acid, that's why if you planning to get pregnant, we tell you to go get folic acid 3 months prior. Right? So make sure you know that. Now, box 12.4. Here is where NCLEX murder you. They don't say, and I'm going to show you where you go wrong. I get you on my mama, papa, and I get you on the test because you think they're going to ask it to you like this. NCLEX asks you, which food? The lady, something about getting pregnant, You want to give her folic acid. They're not going to put folic acid. Now, your book say green leafy vegetables, liver, beef, fish, legume, grapefruit, oranges. They ask you which diet you will bring in the room. Look, right? Orange juice, would you take that?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
you will take that.
Yes.
A steak, would you take that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now, tuna, would you take that?
Yes.
Because fish is what happened with the students. You go remember fish, and when you see tuna, you don't pick it. You see, they're not going to give it to you like this. They're going to make it very hard. All right? Okay. And Asian people, well, legume. On NCLEX, legume, c'est pas very green. Legume américain is dried beans, pois chassé. Legume. So when you go to NCLEX, you see legume, don't put green leafy vegetables. Because us, we think it's green leafy vegetables. Okay? And guys, I want to say something, not throw you off. A lot of people say Florida got an English that is killing people out there. The test is easy. The wording is tough because the language they use. I need you guys to beef up on doing questions so y'all can understand when they flip these English on y'all, you guys catch it. Because guys, they ask you words. Even you born here, you don't understand. People who speak English don't understand. So the way you need to do well on this test is to beef up your content. Make sure you comprehend good, so however they switch, you're still able to pass. Okay, everybody with the same story. Miss Sonia, that English, where they get that English word? Some word I've never seen in my life. It's a trick. It's a distraction. See, Florida, 3 strikes out. The more time you pay Pearson, the more money. It's a business. The state, application. So you got to go in and get out. Okay? All right. Let's continue. Niacin. Niacin, meat, poultry, fish, beans, peanut. Grain, peanut butter. They can put tilapia. They can put red beans, black beans. Right? Make sure you know that. Vitamin B1. Who gets this? What patient? Alcoholic. So an alcoholic patient, vitamin B1, pork, nuts, whole grain cereal. What about if I say honey nut cereal? Would you take that? What about if I put Cheerios?
Yes.
Okay. One of my student NCLEX question was C-Rock. P. Diddy make the drink C-Rock. C-Rock is a vodka. She don't speak no English, but she said, Miss Sonia, I knew it's alcohol. They put C-Rock. She passed. She said, I don't know, but I know the other ones didn't make no sense. Yeah, it's an expensive vodka. Okay? So just get your English on point. Vitamin B1, thiamine. Vitamin B2, riboflavin. Don't just know vitamin B2, know riboflavin. They can trick you. Right? Now, go to vitamin B6, paroxetine. Anytime you taking birth control, you take vitamin B6. This was on my mama, papa. And I asked you which food, right here, just to help you out. The answer was tuna. Yep. Tuna, because fish has vitamin B6. When you on birth control, you want vitamin B6. Okay? Vitamin B12, cyanocobalamin. Cyanocobalamin, vitamin B12 is to help you from pernicious anemia and also help you to absorb food better. Older people, right? Meat, liver, only found in animal products. So that's why when you get a gastric bypass, right, they have to give you vitamin B12 shot for the rest of your life. Okay? Any question? Vitamin C. Ready? Citrus fruits. So give me some citrus fruits. Isn't lemon citrus? Okay, how come you don't take lemon? Lime. Yeah. Lemon, lime, orange, grapefruit. Now, look. What about, you see tomatoes? What about if I put V8 juice?
Yes.
Okay. Broccoli. Cabbage, NCLEX question. Fat soluble. Vitamin A has liver, egg yolk, whole milk, green or orange vegetable, fruits. Vitamin D, fortified milk. Fortified milk, like say, back in the days when you were on welfare, I remember that as a little girl. And my mom used to get the box milk and used to get the block cheese. Back in the days, America was nice. Yeah, they gave you block cheese and they gave you powdered milk. You stand in a line. Everything was free. If you came here before 75. Yes. When Reagan was Carter. So I came here a long time. 2 years old, but I remember. Yes.
What is the difference between whole milk and fortified milk?
Whole fortified milk is food powder.
Oh, it's powder.
Yeah. Yes. And whole milk is red. Vitamin E, vegetable, or green leafy vegetables, cereal, apricots, apple, peaches. Vitamin K, green leafy vegetable. You see cauliflower, you never remember. On my test, I have all that apply. And cauliflower, the student, vitamin K. Vitamin K help with clotting, but cauliflower have vitamin K. But the problem with the student, vitamin C, right? They always put cauliflower with vitamin C. No. Vitamin C has broccoli, has cabbage. Cauliflower has vitamin K. Every time I give you the test, we mix that up. So again, cauliflower, vitamin K to help you with bleeding. Vitamin C is citrus fruit, tomatoes, broccoli, and cabbage. Any question? Yes.
I have a question for the protein. So if patient is having liver problem, patient can eat protein?
No, because the liver breaks down protein. And so if the protein, the liver is broken, who's going to break down the protein?
Liver. So the patient is having liver cirrhosis, they can eat protein?
They cannot.
Oh.
Okay? Any question? We cool? Let's go to page 117. Clear liquid. Listen, clear liquid is the first diet we give you after surgery. Clear liquid does not mean white. Clear. A lot of students think clear liquid means blonde. Blonde white. Clear white. No, no. Clear doesn't mean clear. Clear mean it have nothing in it. For example, tea, black tea, brown tea is still clear liquid. Coca-Cola, 7-Up, Sprite is still clear liquid. It's liquid. Jello is clear liquid. Jello with fruits is not clear liquid. That's on my mama and papa too. Pudding is not clear liquid. Okay? So let's go. Clear liquid. You must read this, guys. You must. Serves the primary function providing fluids and electrolytes to prevent dehydration. Used initially to feed a malnutrition person, bowel preparation, post-surgery, and diarrhea. Right? Term. Right? Now, go to G. Foods include water. Hey, ouais, bouillon. C'est pas bouillon haïtien, non? This bouillon, see, Haitian, Jamaican, we make what y'all call stew. And it's called a thick. This is in it. We talking about white people bouillon, broth, what you could see through. That's what they're talking about. Because a lot of Haitians think bouillon is the bouillon you make. The bouillon you make is thick. Thick. No, that's full liquid. This bouillon here is clear. Clear, clear. Right? So let's go bouillon, clear broth, carbonated beverages, gelatin, lemonade, popsicles, regular or decaffeinated coffee. Coffee, dark. Tea, dark. You still clear. Here's the NCLEX question. Just because I'm on clear diet, I can have sugar and I can have salt. I cannot have pepper. Again, clear diet. I can have sugar. I can have salt. I cannot have pepper. Cannot.
Pepper?
Pepper. Pepper, hot pepper. Wow.
Yeah.
How you say pepper in Spanish?
Pimenta.
Yeah, that. Wow. Full liquid. Now, full liquid is what bouillon haïtien. Bouillon. Now listen. If I have stroke, I cannot have clear liquid. I cannot have full liquid. If I have stroke, this could choke me. Okay? So, ready? Full liquid includes opaque. Opaque food means it thick. Quand c'est pois, vous connaissez sauce pois, it's thick, right? I didn't say pureed. Now you got, it kind of look thick, but pureed is different from this full liquid. Pudding is full. Any dairy product is full, such ice cream, sherbet, breakfast drink. Breakfast drink is boost, ensure, them love healthy things, right? Yes, milk, pudding, custard, soup that are strained. Strained blitzy passoir, right? Strained vegetable juices, V8 juice is full. Any question? Now, mechanical. This is what stroke patient can have. Stroke patient can have mechanical, which they call it thickening. Stroke patient can have this. Guys, stroke patient cannot have soft. Soft is mashed potato. Soft is scrambled egg. If I have stroke, you give me scrambled egg, I'm gonna choke. You're supposed to mash it up, put water, put thickener, and then feed me. Even mashed potato, you got to put thickening in it. Okay, guys? So remember, a lot of students think, oh, the patient has stroke, they can have soft food. Soft food is given for people who don't have teeth, right? So you don't have teeth, we're going to give you mashed potato and scrambled egg. But if you got problem with swallowing, we don't give you soft food. You got it? All right. Any question? Okay? Now, go to E. Low residue mean low fiber. Okay, class. If fiber is brown, true? So, and that is called residue, right? If I say low residue, that means the food is white. Fiber is brown, that is called residue. If I say cow oil is on low residue, low fiber, that means this cow oil is eating all the foods that are white. White bread, white rice, white this, white that, white spaghetti. You got it? So low residue is all things that are white. So look, so basically low residue is high carbs, true?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go. Who get it and who cannot? B, low residue, go to B. Used for inflammatory bowel disease, Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, which you'll learn in GI, partial obstruction, stomach, gastroenteritis means diarrhea, right? A form of diarrhea, and other GI disorders. Nursing consideration. Foods high in carbs are usually low in residue. White things are low in fiber, true? So if I say cow oil on a low residue diet, that means cow oil is on a high carb. Did you get that? Low residue, high carb. Same English. Right? Any question? These foods are white bread, white cereal, white pasta. Foods to avoid that high, because if I'm on a low residue diet, you want to stay away from food that's high in residue. Ready? Banana, right? Vegetable, foods to be avoided are raw fruits, except banana, vegetable seeds, plant fiber, and whole grain. But you cannot have green vegetables. You see it says vegetable seeds. Green vegetables are high in fiber. They say vegetable seeds. And when you are on low fiber, you can only eat 2 things of white milk for that day. You understand? So here's how NCLEX asks you the question. The doctor ordered low fiber for Mr. Lee. Which food Mr. Lee says he's going to have? You will question. If Mr. Lee says, I am going to have a yogurt and 4 ounces of cheese for that day, plus a cake, that's too much what? Carb, but too much dairy. Anytime you on low fiber diet, you only can eat 2 servings dairy with that diet. Did y'all get that? Listen, although the food was high in carb, but look at the bottom. Dairy products are limited to 2 servings a day. So he's on low fiber diet, but you gotta watch his what? Dairy intake. Cheese has dairy. What else? Milk has. Guys, this is how the people trick you on these questions. Okay? High residue are brown. Who gets high residue? People whose constipation, irritable bowel syndrome, when the primary symptom alternating constipation and diarrhea. Asymptomatic diverticular disease helps regulate blood glucose in clients with diabetes. Yes. High fiber, because high fiber make you lose weight. Type 2 diabetes has to do with weight. You see that? So you see why they say high fiber is good for you. But listen, high fiber is good for you. I got that. But brown whole wheat bread is high in what? Salt. So you got to remember, fiber is good for weight loss. But you got to be careful with hypertension because a whole wheat bread is high in salt. But it's good for weight loss. That's why they tell you to eat brown, go eat brown so you can lose weight. But what about your salt? Yes. All right? It helps control cholesterol. We got that. Right? Yes. Yes, Linda. Okay? Any question?
Who else controls the cholesterol?
High fiber. Ma won't.
No.
Mashi. Ziwi ma brown everything.
Like high in sodium.
It's not all, listen, not all high fiber is high in sodium. Whole wheat bread. Remember when we did sodium? Remember we did electrolytes? Stay with me. All right? Now, then we go to cardiac diet. Okay? So cardiac diet is MI, patient have MI, patient have hypertension, nephrotic syndrome, kidney diabetes, atherosclerosis, PAD. Cardiac diet, right, is when the patient have heart disease, then the doctor will put you on cardiac diet. Now remember, the cardiac diet is the fat. Remember when we did fat earlier? Which fat I told you you can have? Monounsaturated and polyunsaturated. Okay, now here it is. LDL and HDL. Let me get the mic for this. LDL is the bad fat. L, bad. Right? LDL, you want it lower than 110. HDL, you want it as high as it can be. 50, you want it 60, 70. You want LDL to be lower than 110. You want HDL to be higher than 60. That's good. Total cholesterol should be less than 200. All right?
You say lower than 110?
Yes, you want it lower than 110. The L. HDL, you want it higher than 60. Any question? You got it? Make sure, and it's total cholesterol. How do I know how's your cholesterol? By blood. Blood, some.
This one you said it should be, the cholesterol should be lower than 200?
Yes, we want it in the 190s. We don't want 200. 200, if it's at 200, we gonna send you on a diet, right? Mevacor, Lipitor, Zocor will not be the first thing you do for you, right? Because it ruins your liver. All right? Any question? Yes. LDL, you want it, no. LDL, you want it lower than 110. HDL, you want it higher than 60. Okay? All right? Fat restricted. Now, who cannot have fat? Right? used to reduce symptoms of abdomen pain, sterturia. Anytime, right, these people actually, if you're losing fat, we want to give you fat, but we want to give you the good fat. So children with cystic fibrosis, they have sterturia, fat in the stool, because we need the fat to go on us for energy. So if we're losing it, we need to get good fat. So you want to give them the what? High fat food. Steak. You have AIDS, cancer. You want to give these people high fat food, right? Now, certain people, they will restrict their fat, like gallbladder people. Yes. Cystic fibrosis it's a disease, a respiratory disease that kids get in peds. When we do peds respiratory next week, we're going to talk about it. These children, what happened is they don't have the pancreatic enzyme to break down the fat, so the fat goes into the stool. They have lung problem, GI problem, right? And they have reproduction problem.
So they can't.
No, you want to give them fat because it goes in their poo-poo. When they eat it, it goes in the stool. So it's not into the blood that circulates in the body. So you want to give them boost, high-fat stuff because they lose it. All right? People with gallbladder, you want to restrict their fat when they have the disease. Restrict it. Now, once they remove your gallbladder, your first meal will be a fatty steak. You know why? So the doctor can see if they removed it. Because if you don't have the gallbladder, where's all the fat going to be? In the stool. When you have gallbladder issues, no fat. But once they remove it, after clear liquid, the first diet they're going to give you is a fatty steak to see if the gallbladder no longer there. Right? That's an NCLEX question. Then we go into I. High calorie, high protein, AIDS, chemo, lupus, pulmonary COPD, debilitating meaning burn patient. You give high calorie, high protein, boost, ensure. You give these people.
You say AIDS patient in here?
Yes, AIDS, COPD, kidney patient, right here, burn, cancer, it's right here. Eye. Shh, guys, come on. We doing good. Now, which food has high calorie, high protein? Whole milk, peanut butter, nuts, seeds, beef, chicken, fish, pork, eggs. Gravy. Hey, yes. You know gravy that you put on mashed potato, high in calorie and protein. Mayonnaise, you fatten them up. People with AIDS at the hospital, they get all the good food. The tray full. And let me ask you a question. I think I asked that before. How many LPNs I have in here? Watch. Okay. When you give Ensure, do you give it with the tray or you give the tray first, then the Ensure?
With the tray.
With the tray.
You give it together. Let me tell you why. Why? Anytime, so I can tell you why, LPNs. Every time you take an AIDS patient, their tray, not only AIDS, I'm not going to say AIDS, anybody who's debilitated, you see they give an Ensure and a cup on it. Why? Let me explain to you. A lot of times these patients would not eat all of the food on the tray. So they will count the Ensure, half of it as 50% and half of the tray as 50%, and together they will make that 100%. That's why you give the tray with the in-short. Alright? Y'all see that?
They put it in a glass.
They put it in a glass and you don't even look up. They always give, and they make it nice. And they put a cup over it and you take it to them and you open it, you see the insure there. Always with, because when you're doing count, you count that as well. So you learn something new today, LPNs? Give me that license back. I can take it. All right.
If they eat all, it's 100.
Yeah, if they eat, no, if they drink all, it's 100%. Because inshore work equates the same as the meal.
But if they eat that all insured plus the meal,
Then you, no, if they eat, they would never eat all the food. They'll eat probably 30% of the food and 50% of the inshore. You still consider that 80. Okay? All right. Any question? Now, then we go into gassy food. 12.6. Food to make you poop. Right? Watch this. This is an NCLEX question. Right? Apples. You get it. Artichokes. Barley. Beans. You get that. Bran. Broccoli. Students never get that. Broccoli, and Brussels sprouts. Cabbage. Celery, cherries. Coconuts, eggplant. Fig. Honey. Melons. Milk. Molasses. Nuts. Onions. Always make you poop. Radishes. Yes.
Figs that it's with
Ti
banana.
fig, no, here come banana. Ti fig yo. Ti cook. They all Haitian have in the back of their house, right? My mama buy a house just for avocado and fig. Right? Yes, watermelon make you, because it also make you lose weight. Onion make you lose a lot of weight, raw onion, not sauteed. Sauteed, but just kind of simmer. No, raw. That's why when you go to quick weight loss, one of your lunch, water and onion. What the hell do you do there? I love them so good. Water and onion. And water and cherry. Yes, make you lose weight. They take, yes, water, a lot of water in your cherries. Anytime you boom, bam, boom, right? Yes, gassy too. Huh? Molasses is some type of like a little fruit, like a little, no, it's no, it's a syrup, but it also so cereal, but it also come like a fruit that you put it and also make it by food and be your turn into syrup. Now you boom boom boom, then they get up, they make syrup out of it, but it is a fruit. It's a fruit. It's a fruit. This is very big in Mexico.
Yes, they have it. I know.
But it's good for
Anemia patient. Very good. Radishes, look at the radishes is the little red.
Yeah.
Okay. Now box 12.7. I want you to put NCLEX. And here's how they ask you these questions. These are spices that does not have salt. Now, those of you who's not Jamaican, I have a lot of homegirls that are Jamaican, my friends. They make curry chicken. A lot of Haitian people think curry has salt. It's the season. The curry is not the season that make the chicken good. The curry just, you put the curry, then they put another season on it. Right, guys? That's what makes it good. So the curry has no salt. Curry have any salt. True?
Yes.
Well, at least that's what Stephanie tells me. Allspice, no salt. Almond extract. Extract glacé essence. Okay? Extract make the food smell good, and when you eat it, the food nasty. Bay leaves. Yes, anytime you don't use salt, you can put leaves. Okay? Caraway seeds, I don't know what that is. Cinnamon.